Hi YouTube, I'm Marko with Marko Custom Built Models. Come to you with a little update on my Piranha model, which is the super spy car that I'm turning into a vintage race car. I just did a few little updates. One of them is I got the body mostly primered up, so I'm ready for paint. Just a couple of layers need to be touched up. I've done some wet sanding in between layers to get the body nice and smooth, and I've also built this custom roll bar out of brass. I did some paint work on the chassis, which I'll show you, engine compartment, and added the little side vents as well as this upper vent here. The upper vent was started out as a hood scoop that was from it was in a 71 Mustang model kit from AMT. And I just cut the back end of it off. So here's the one that got cut off. And with those scoops, with that piece there, I was able to build that little scoop in the back, and I was happy with how that turned out. And this roll bar here, I made out of brass, which I'll show you here how that goes in. So, also there's not much done to the engine. It hasn't changed yet. I haven't detailed it, so it's not in the model, but it's there. You can see where it's at. I'll shut this off and show you everything here. So this is the car here, starting out with the deck lid here. I'll just pop that off. So the holes were in there last time, but I just started to prep the paint work. So the bottom of the hood is black, and then tops and primer ready for the marina blue color I want to use. And then the roll bar here, there's a hole drilled in the body here at this location and down in the floor. So that kind of pops in and then out. So it's nice and strong there. And that's the roll bar there. Little solder joint done and then filed down. That's all just cold bent brass tubing. I don't remember the exact wall thickness. I have a bunch of tubing in my scrap there, so I just took a piece that would be about the right size and made that. And then also I want to point out that the brass tubing I used is hollow, not solid. Okay. The where the vent, this air vent scoop comes in, there's actually a hole cut in the body, and I'll take the body off and show you that, so that air would flow in through that hole and down into the engine compartment. Not much has changed about the interior yet. These side vents here are from a 67 actually this is from the 68 Shelby Mustang kit. So I had a kit that somebody had glued up or something like that, and I'd got these vents off there, so they kind of follow the body the way I wanted them to follow. They're not exactly like the photograph, but then again, this is sort of a little different back end too, so I've had to come up with my own tail end here from the actual race car that was out there. So this would be a different version of it, or my version of it. So we'll pop the chassis out. Just got to push on the floorboard here. Work it out. So the chassis is now painted. So that's something that's different. It's in black, basically ready for a little bit of dry brushing in some spots. I still want to do some disc brake detail behind the wheels, just so you see them in the openings. And other than that, there's not much more to be done to this. When that engine goes in, it will be all detailed up, glued in, and that will definitely be a nice little gem in that engine bay. So that's pretty much that. Let's put the roll bar here and see how it would be. Okay, this is the body here. So on the underside, you can see the hole that was made for that vent. So basically, I started out by drilling 2 holes on the end and then cutting out the middle. That's why I was able to make this nice little oval for that. So once I had the scoop in mind, I was able to make that hole, so I knew how big it would be. Not much more has to happen other than paint to this body, and of course decals and things like that. So and I still have to build the windshield. have a little bit of an attempt going, but it's let me just get that. Okay, so here's the attempt at the windshield. This is the original windshield cut down with a couple of pillars glued to the end of it, and then I have to build some side glass, and then those pillars would be painted black. So my now new thought is to take the tinted glass and cut it down the same way, just to have a nicer blend instead of having it clear and transparent. I haven't had much issues with it, but just if there's any little bit of fogging on the end with the glass, I just thought the tinted glass would be maybe a better way to go. Or I have to try and custom curve some plastic or something like that. So anyway, that's where I'm at with that right now. And then there still has to be the side glass that goes in with the doors. So yeah, that's a little update on the Piranha. Not much else to report on it yet. I want to get the paint mixed up and sprayed on this body and get it finished, because this is a car I wanted to have done by now, but it was just had some other things happen. So yeah, that's the Piranha. It's basically finished. The fabricating aspect of it, now I just have to get some paint on it and finish up detailing that engine, get some paint for the body, and I'm using the color the Marina blue that would have been on its 1967 Chevelle. That's the color I want to pick. Also, that'll be a test color for my 67 Chevelle convertible kit if you've seen that video that I've been working on. So I just wanted to update you where the kit's at, and if you like, please subscribe and smash that like button, and have a great day.